Dear Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This reading is for anyone with placements in the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron. Aquarius, today's reading is not going to be love-focused because that's just not what came out for you. I do see elements related to your career, your job, and your money. So that's what we will be covering in today's reading. There was really no love aspect that came out when I did your pre-read, and I dug very deep, as you will see. There's many layers that we'll go through here. So what I get for you this week, Aquarius, if you're resonating with this reading, and you'll see when we do the energy check, but what I get for you is that there is an impending tower moment coming up, something very unexpected, something sudden and unexpected that's coming up for you this week, or that just recently came up for you and you're dealing with. This event is going to require you to stay strong, and it's going to have a bigger impact on the rest of your year, at least, if not longer. So there's some event that's happening, a pivotal event is happening this week that is going to affect you long term. It is karmically happening. So I guess I'll explain the way that I understand what's happening here. There's an event that you're going to perceive as very negative, as not what you wanted, as very sudden, unexpected, and unfavorable. It has to do with your job, your career, etc. And it comes out of the blue. It takes you by surprise. But this event itself is happening to protect you and to steer you in the right direction. So karmically, I get the sense that those of you I'm connecting to tend to be good people. So you guys do right by other people. You have the best intentions at heart. You share positive energy mostly. You're not very vengeful. And so karmically, you are going to be protected by the divine. And whatever this event is, while it's not going to feel good, and if you're already going through it, you may know what I'm talking about, and it's not, it's not something very desirable. It's not something you wanted. It's not something that you deserved, but it is happening for your own protection in the long term. So you will see. You can't see it right now, but you will see how this contributes to a longer term dream or objective that you have, Aquarius. So with the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, I get the sense that you may you may have a first initial reaction to try to grab on or hold on to whatever's being taken away from you. You may be defensive when this happens. You may wonder why it happened to you when you've been a good person, when you've put in the work, when you've done the best that you can do. But in the grand scheme of things, Aquarius, this is happening because it's going to set you on the right path, on the path that you actually truly wanted, even if you can't see that right now. So that's basically the gist of your reading, and I'll walk you through the rest of these layers so you can better understand. So we get surrender to the divine and look at the bigger picture. Full moon energy is being highlighted for you. So this could have happened at the end of January. The last full moon is significantly being highlighted here. So it could have recently happened to you. You could have found out the news not too long ago. And for others of you, if it hasn't happened yet, I would be on the lookout for this surprise tower moment around the next full moon, right? Because this message is very current. So I wouldn't think this is going to be drawn out or that this is a surprise later on in the year. So again, you're going to be tasked with taking a leap of faith. You're going to be tasked with taking a leap of faith with the Fool and the Moon, which came out sideways. You're going to have to trust that this is happening for your best interest. So, Sun card. This is all happening for your best interest. You're just going to have to trust spirit on that, because at the moment when it happens, Aquarius, it's going to seem like a bad thing. It's going to seem like an undesirable event, like something you would never wish for. But again, spirit is highlighting for you that luck is on your side, that in no time you will be able to see, probably in a matter of like a month or two, you're going to be able to fully understand why this event took place, and you're going to be in a much better place than where you started or where you currently are at the moment, if it's happening this week for you. So I get that many of you will be wondering why, like, why me? Why did this happen now? And then with no place like home, you may just want to kind of go into hermit energy and stay inside. Or for others of you, this event could actually have an impact on your ability to like pay your rent or pay your bills. So if it's like you got laid off, or you were expecting a bigger raise and you didn't get the raise, etc., something like this related to your work with the Eight of Pentacles is going to put you in this introspective, moody energy, right? You're going to be very upset. You're going to be reevaluating the direction of your life, your loyalty to the job or profession that you hold currently. Is it worth it? Am I being paid fairly, etc.? So all of these questions are happening to push you in the right direction ultimately. So it says this is a chain of events that will affect your life longer term, and it is being communicated to you with the Eight of Wands, and you're going to be asked to be courageous, to stand your ground, to be mindful of how you perceive this change. So think of the bigger picture. Don't get stuck in the now, because there's like a long-term game happening here that you may just not have all the pieces to the puzzle. You may not be able to see all the pieces just yet of that puzzle, but Spirit wants you to know that your hard work, both at your job and spiritually, with remaining in alignment, with staying attuned to your inner child, to your emotions, to your needs and desires, those efforts you've made in your spiritual evolution and in holding a life that is honorable and fair and just are going to be rewarded, Aquarius. So right now, it may feel like you're jumping into the dark, like this decision was out of your hands, out of your control. But things will clear up. They will be restored. And when they are restored for you, Aquarius, it's going to be much better. So the outcome from whatever is happening to you this week is really going to lead you in a much better direction. So the key to all this is for you to stay in tune with your higher self. A higher power is kind of guiding this change. So this is like a change that is somewhat being orchestrated outside of your control, but you will have a deep knowing and a deep understanding of why it happened after the fact. And then you're going to be propelled into a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction. So in the meantime, just try to be receptive with the yin energy. And even though this seems scary, it makes you feel vulnerable. It may make you feel like you're like not supported, or you don't have the financial ability to pay for your bills, or like, you know, if some of you are scared because you lost your job, or you only got 2 weeks of severance pay or something like this, just know that you're being protected, and you'll be finding out soon why this happened, and your solution is going to be offered in a way that you couldn't have imagined had this event not happened to you. So you may be pushed into a profession, for example, that is more in alignment with your passions, with what your heart truly desires. And some of you have an aspect of home that came out twice here in your reading. So this may be due to a move, like you may be required to move. You may be required to relocate for a new job or opportunity, etc. And if that's the case, then that's where you were meant to be all along. And, this event had to happen for you to get there, for you to make that move, that transition. If it's just a move from one profession to another, from one job to another, maybe you're moving from working for someone to working for yourself, and this gives you the opportunity to finally take that plunge. Either way, the key to all this is that Spirit has your back and you're being protected, and you're, in effect, if you can take this in a positive way, in a positive manner, you're in effect, instead of having a tower moment experience, you're going to be balancing back out very quickly and seeing the benefits of what just happened in your situation, and and able to better grasp onto the new path that's being set up for you, Aquarius. So with that said, don't let this kind of make you feel less confident or less sure about yourself or your abilities. You got freedom here. So for many of you, you are going to be leaving a job. You are going to be leaving an employer, and double freedom here along with the Death card. So that's why I say I think you're separating here from a job, an employer. You might be moving and separating from a hometown where you've lived for a very long time. In any case, this is being done to protect you. This is being done to steer you in the right direction. So be compassionate with yourself throughout this process. It may be a bit scary, it may be a bit uncomfortable, but you are being protected. This is being done for you, not to you, Aquarius. So just to kind of hang in there and try to see the bigger picture as you process all of these changes. Okay, and then we have a whole bunch of other information here, but technically it's all really just going deeper into what's going on for you this week. So you have temporary situation that it's sort of like a test, right? So this situation that you're going through is almost like a test. Don't be tempted to lower your standards, Aquarius. This could be, for some of you, the beginning of your motivation for starting a whole new business, a whole new enterprise, or for others of you who are working in corporate America or are working a regular job, it may push you into a new direction. Working for this new employer may get you more money. So again, just kind of like working through why this happened to you. You may be feeling a little bit down, Aquarius, but it is going to propel you forward into the right path, ultimately, and onto a successful outcome. So we'll go into the outcome in a bit, but as you can see here, somebody is involved in this decision, possibly a man. Will communicate to you this decision, someone in a position of authority. And if you haven't found out already, like I said, this may take you by shock, by surprise, but you might have recently found out, or you may be about to find out about this situation. At the end of the day, it's going to be something that you learn from. It's a learning opportunity. This may be communicated in a very official manner by HR, by the people in charge at your company. may come as a surprise. Some of you may get a severance package if you're being laid off. If that's the case, don't allow yourselves to sit around without applying or finding other solutions or other paths forward for very long, because I don't get the sense that it is going to last forever. So just be mindful of that. With these cards here, we're reiterating that there's a communication coming in towards you, and that it's completely unexpected. For some of you, it's an undesirable communication here with the Page of Swords in reverse. The Six of Pentacles represents things balancing out, equal give and take. So it's going to feel like an unfair situation. This is the Six of Wands in reverse. You're going to feel like it's an unfair situation, like it's a loss, the opposite of a win, the opposite of a victory. You're going to feel like you've failed at something, but in essence, like I said, you're just being steered karmically into a new direction by the divine, and the new direction is going to provide a lot of abundance and a lot of stability. You just possibly can't see it right now because it probably feels like crap, Aquarius. So there's somebody, a decision maker, who is higher up than you, or someone with a position of authority. For others of you, this could have to do with a judgment or some type of court case if it's not related to work. And if so, then the outcome is not going to be in your favor, and that's going to feel really crappy. You're going to feel kind of depressed, like you just want to sleep it off, lay down. You're going to be emotional, and you're going to be a bit confused because you're like, why do I deserve this? Like, why did this happen to me? And again, for others of you, I got death twice. And so for others of you, this is a very permanent ending. So whether it's work related or love related or whatever it is, it feels like a very permanent ending that has no solution, no way out, no going back, right? So Source wants you to know that they're here to help, that they are backing you up, that the outcome for you will be positive. Just be mindful of your health, your mental health especially. If you can handle the situation well, you will be rewarded and recognized handsomely. You will be led to a path of abundance and satisfaction and wish fulfillment. I see here that there is someone else that was involved in this decision. Someone who you felt kind of backstabbed by. It's possibly a woman. Someone who was kind of two-faced. Someone who you thought would have your back may have betrayed you. And if that's the case, you will find out about this soon enough. You'll hear it through the grapevine. You're going to hear, they may not confirm it for you, but you're going to hear about it. So somebody's going to let you know who backstabbed you, who put you in the position that you currently are in. And it's going to make you feel very upset, very mentally blocked or confused, because you're like, wow, I really trusted this person. How could I be so foolish? How could I trust them? How could they do this to me? At the end of the day, you will be disappointed by their behavior, and it's going to change the way that you look at this person. But again, this is all leading you to, it's just the beginning of the chain of events that will lead you to where you're supposed to be, Aquarius, ultimately. And so you should actually be very excited about the changes that are coming, because the possibilities are limitless. I see that the possibilities for you are limitless. There's a lot of change, and it's up to you, the direction your life takes ultimately. But I do see a lot of positivity, a lot of abundance in your future. And ultimately, you get, as your outcome, you get the Sun and waiting for news, a package or a letter. So you will be receiving good news, following this Tower moment following this nasty experience that you weren't expecting, you will be rewarded. You get this across multiple decks. There's a lot of butterflies in your reading. And as you can see here, if you can just reframe this and think of it as this is happening for me, not to me, you will see this as the gift that it is, because ultimately it's leading to wish fulfillment here. It's a very exciting opportunity for you, Aquarius. You end your reading with the Star card, which is representative of wish fulfillment. And it also represents Aquarius, so you standing in your power, you standing strong, you having limitless possibilities, being in alignment with Source, and an important announcement will come your way about this wish being fulfilled. So maybe you're going to get your dream job. Maybe you're going to take your business to a whole new level that you couldn't take it before because it was just a side gig, etc. So I see that if you are courageous throughout this change, you can have extraordinary results, Aquarius. You can have extraordinary results. You can go from worrying and feeling down, feeling limited, to feeling limitless and having one of your biggest wishes granted. Okay, so just reframe your thoughts, stay positive, and get ready for your rewards, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, that is all that I have for you. I hope you found this helpful. If you did in any way, please drop a like on the video, as that truly helps me out. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.